Hello and welcome to this lecture. What is NPM? NPM stands for Nodes Package Manager. A package is one or more modules grouped or packaged together. A module is also known as a library or libraries. So modules are basically libraries for Node.js. NPM is known as an online repository for publishing Node.js project. It is also a command line utility. So if you want to install any packages or modules, you use NPM to achieve that. Also, it manages packages and modules. It makes it easy for developers to update their code, to reuse their code, and also to share their code. NPM is installed when you install Node.js. The only difference is that NPM gets updated more frequently than Node.js. So you have to frequently check that you've got the latest version of NPM. To check the current version of your NPM, open up your terminal or your command line. If you're on a Windows, I've got my command line open. And what you need to do is type in NPM space -v. So you can either do it this way or you could do npm version. The V means version, and press enter. It will display the current version of NPM. So the current version of NPM installed with Node.js says 3.10.10. So if we want to check for the latest version of NPM, this is how you would do it. You would type in npm space install type in npm install space npm at latest -g. The -g means globally. You're globally installing the Node NPM. So there are two ways to install NPM packages, either locally or globally. If you're installing globally, you do a -g. By indicating the -g here means that I am downloading the packages globally. So I'm just going to press enter and it should begin. So it has started. So it's searching for any packages to download globally. So give it a few minutes. It will search for all the latest packages for the NPM. So it has searched and it has downloaded and installed all the global packages for that. So now let's check for what the latest version is after we've done the update. So we'll do npm space -v. Previously we had 3.0. So let's see what version we have now. So we now have version 4.5.0. So this is what I mean, that the NPM gets updated frequently in comparison with Node.js. So in this lecture, we've also updated our latest version of NPM. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now. Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to take a look at some of the basic commands used with Node's NPM. NPM stands for Node's Package Manager. In order to install anything with Nodes, you need to do that using the Node's Package Manager or NPM. So here is a list of some basic but common commands that you would use normally with the Node's Package Manager. If you need to install a package, you basically will start with the npm command, followed by the word install, and then the package name. If you are installing the package globally means it's accessible everywhere within the application, including the command line, then you use the -G after the package name. If you're not installing it globally, if you're installing it locally, that means if you're installing it just for the use of your project, then you don't include the -G. Whenever you include the -G, that means you're installing it to be available globally. If you need to remove or uninstall a package, either a package you've installed locally or globally, you do that with the npm uninstall command, followed by the package name. If it was a package that was installed globally, you have to include the -G. If it's a local package, you don't need to include the -G. If you need to search for a package, the command you will use is npm search followed by the name of the package. So if you want to check if you've got a package installed for your program or your application that you are building, you can use the npm search followed by the package name. If you want to list a local or global package or packages, you type in the npm command followed by ls for list. If it's a global package, you include -G. If it's local, you don't need to include the -G. If you need to update a package, you use the npm update. If you're installing it globally, you do -G for the global. If you're not installing it globally, you don't need to include the -G. So these are some common but basic commands that you would use regularly when you're working with Node.js. And normally you will execute these commands in the command line if you're on a window, or the terminal if you are on a Mac. So that's it. There are lots more commands that you can use with npm. Again, this is just a very basic list of some of the common commands.
Keep learning. Keep practicing. Keep moving toward your career. Keep moving toward your career.